It's usually we always did 5, 4, 3.
I always go with Wayne and Garth.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Late.
It's almost midnight for Reed and I.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm muted. No, I'm good. And hello. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We are the Mists crew usually, but tonight we're doing a special one-shot just for you. With me is our lovely crew. Normally, Bran is running the show. I don't know which direction he is, but we'll figure that out.
Directions.
All around us.
But tonight, I'm your DM de jour, so I hope to get you guys in the mood for some wild sheep chasing.
Ooh.
Why don't we introduce ourselves? Let's start with Bran.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Bran. I'm your normally DM, but not tonight. Tonight, are we doing our characters now? Can I go ahead and spoil?
Yeah.
Awesome. Tonight, I'll be playing Gamba, a Firbolg druid. Very slow to act, but always deep in thought.
Excellent. And who wants to go next?
All right, that was just captivating, Brian. I'll go next.
There you go.
Blow me out of the water.
I'm Daryl. Normally, I'd be playing Brigade Stonebuilt, but tonight I'll be playing Dante Zaris, Tiefling Ranger.
Excellent. Followed by whoever.
I'll go. I'm Jess. I use they, them pronouns. Typically, I would be playing Bronlin, but tonight I am playing Bodrick, and he uses he, him pronouns. He is a bod.
All right. Laura or Liv, which one?
I got it. Hi, I'm Laura. Normally I am playing Kura Nottsdaughter, but tonight I am playing Erin Shadowlight. Some of you might remember her from Dark Days and Mulemaster. She is my Way of Mercy monk who deals in mercy through healing old death.
And that leaves last but certainly not least.
Hi,
I'm indicating, but
you're pointing, you're directing. Hi, I'm Liv. I use she, they. Usually I'd be playing Naira, but tonight I'll be playing Lahana. She is a dark elf drow, a paladin, and here to prove something to all of you.
all right. And I am Matt, your humble dungeon master this evening, but I also play Arl Abishalrel, the doctor, on the Mists. So it's going to be switching gears for me tonight, and let's get right into it. You folks all ready?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All
Ready and
right.
excited.
So, we open on a little town. The little town of Carper's Creek. And the party that has traveled with each other for a little while have found a little bit of respite for once. It's been a long road, but they found a town that has an inn that also doubles as a casino. So
Ooh.
they're taking a little bit of that gold that they have, and they are setting themselves up nicely in this town. They have gone in and are making their way into the casino. And as you walk in, you look, and you could tell it was one point just a standard inn with a common room and the bar over on the side, and you got the upstairs with the rooms. But now it's laid out so that it's a much more enticing way to spend your money. You walk in and you look around and you see that it's got lavish green tables with like a felt type material over it, and you see several of the patrons are sitting around at different tables playing cards with each other, piling up chips, trading out gold pieces, going up to the bar and exchanging gold pieces for chips and vice versa. And when you look around, you see a nice table that's laid out right in the front area, and it's got nice 5 chairs right in a row so that you guys can all move in and have a seat. And there's a nice old lady sitting there smiling as you guys approach. Oh, some newcomers! Come, have a seat! I'd like you to play my games.
Hello. What type of game is this?
Oh, dearie, we call this the Swamp 5. Match up 5 cards, and you can win the pot.
Right, now, do we get to work together since there are 5 of us and it's 5 in the name?
Well, you could work together, but the payout is much better when you win on your own. Or the house can always win.
Well, what's the payout?
Well, depends on how much coin you bring, and the payouts depend on what you match. So if you match up, let's say a hag with a hag's hut and a hag's pot, and she's like flipping over all these cards and showing you like a picture of a hag and a picture of a hag's hut with like legs on it, or a bunch of skulls in a line. If you can find all 5 of the hag components, then you have got a match, and that's one of the biggest payouts of the bunch. The house will pay 1.5 times what you put in. Then there's other things. And she flips over a bunch of cards and she shows you guys all different like swamp type elements, alligators and crocodiles, just all sorts of different swamp elements. And if you can match up animals, you get this much payout. If you get all these plants, you can get this payout, and it's much less down from the hag, but you get the idea. She smiles. So,
yeah, can I do some sort of like insight, perception, just suss out the vibes?
absolutely.
Kind of check. Literally a vibe check. Okay.
I'm down for vibe checks.
Yeah. Which skill would you prefer I use?
An inspiration. Insight.
Yeah. Inspiration. Give it. Okay, that's gonna be 14 even.
Okay.
14
You sit back while they're all kind of like leaned in, listening to the rules of the game, and she's talking. You don't really get any sinister vibes from her. As you look around at the other people, you see that some people are happy, some people are not so happy with their winnings. Most look like general townsfolk that are. You don't see any adventurer types. You guys are the only ones in here of that ilk. You look over. You look at the bar keeper, who's also doubling as the exchanger, and he's a jovial man with a big mustache that goes down. He's got a bandana tied around up the top of his head and his wife is standing next to him, holding a young child, and they're sort of talking back and forth. Patron sitting there drinking a drink, and it all seems very relaxed. You don't get any sense of ill will in this place.
Okay. Yeah, then Lahana will like relax in her chair more comfortably.
So, are you in?
Right, mates, I'm more of a dice man myself, but I say we go for it. I'll put 5 in.
Excellent.
And he gets out 5 gold pieces out of his pouch and just slams it down.
If we can all work together, I don't see why we wouldn't be able to win.
I put it. Dante will bring in and put in another 5.
I'll put in 5 as well.
And seeing them pull out 5, I also do it. And I say, I've never gambled before, but you all seem to think it's a good idea, so I'm in.
I move my lumbering form into this way too small a chair.
Oh my, you are a big fella.
I like the pictures of the animals on these. And I put down the 5 gold.
Excellent. So we've got a full table then. She cracks her knuckles, shuffles the cards. You can tell she's been doing this for a little while. Shuffles them, flips them around, tucks some in, tucks them out. All right, she puts it on the table in front of the big furball, and she says, "Would you like to cut the card deck, sir?"
Glance down at it and very slowly lift it.
Excellent. She swoops in and shuffles them back together. All right, she deals them out. All right, everybody give me a intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence?
Yep.
$14 for Bardrick.
16.
8.
I rolled
18.
14, but it's -1.
18.
All right. You guys actually pull together. You guys kind of converse with each other. Yeah, okay. You actually can see that you have a path to sort of set up for a full hag build. All right. Would anybody like to change out their cards?
I think I'll stay.
Okay. All right. Everybody else good?
How many cards are we holding?
All right. How many cards are you holding? Everybody has 3 cards each. And then you have some that are less and some that are more. As part of your build. You don't have the full hag build, but you have a path to it, you can see. With the general consensus. Some of you are kind of the ones that got the lower scores. You're kind of lost in this game. But, the rest... But an overall majority of the team have a good grasp on what's going on. So...
Not really knowing what's going on, I'm just going to keep my cards.
You just see Dante go.
All right.
Bardrick nods too.
All right then. She starts flipping over cards. and laying them out. All right. Well, unfortunately, the house does not have a full build. All right. And as you guys start flipping over your cards, you see that you have almost a full build. She goes, all right, now the decider. And she flips out one more. It's the hag. And you guys actually have a full hag build. She's like, beginner's luck, I guess. All right, let me.
Oh, we won.
Yes, you won. She pulls out a bag of coins and starts paying you guys. So let's see. So that'd be another 5 plus this. All right, and she pays you guys out. You guys all get 15 gold. I don't know if the math works. I'm not going to worry about it because I don't care.
Who cares about math?
You get a bonus.
Total is 75 gold.
Daryl cares. That's who.
As she's paying this out, you guys hear just suddenly, you hear this, a loud howling fills the air almost. The front doors are open, the windows are open. It's a nice late spring day. Got the smells of the lilacs on the air. And you just hear this howling filling the air, accompanied by the sounds of, it sounds like angry yells and the occasional scream that seems to draw closer and closer. The cause quickly becomes apparent as you hear clop, 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 clop. You see this huge half-orc go swaggering past the window, and you're not sure, but he's pushing his way through the crowd, and you guys, you hear clop, 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 and up onto the porch of the inn, you hear like hooved sounds coming through the front door, and you see this cute little sheep as it comes clopping into the room, and it like looks, it's got a piece of paper in its mouth, rolled up parchment, and it like looks around and sees you all sitting there, and it starts running over towards you guys. So Bran is the druid. Anybody else a magic user?
Paladin.
Technically,
Bard.
I'm a ranger.
Oh yeah.
I've got a little bit.
All right, it would actually head over towards I forgot the name. Gamba.
Gamba.
And it puts its front hoof paws up onto you, and it's waving the rolled up parchment in your direction.
I do that, lay lumbering low down, give a soft little pat on the head, pull out the scroll and hand it kind of just towards the direction of the rest of the crew, whoever wants to take it.
As you
there, right.
As you take it, you see that it's actually got a seal on it, and it says that it's actually a scroll of speak with animals, but it's marked underneath modified. The sheep kind of drops down off of you and goes over to Dante.
They want me to rate this.
The sheep nods its head.
You don't see that every day. I think this is a magic sheep. I read it.
You hear, thank gosh. I am Fythamir. I'm fine Thier. Shine bright. I am a mage. I'm in some trouble. I need some help. And as he's saying this, the sheep is talking to you. You see that the half-orc who had lumbered past the window comes up into the pushing the way through the people that have kind of gathered at the entrance and stomps into the inn, the casino, and sort of looks around, seeing you guys there with the sheep. He makes his way towards you, and he smiles a toothy lower grin, and he's like, he like shoves people out of the way. Behind him is a large cloaked figure, larger than the half-orc, who is rather large himself, and 3 large wolves, all wearing iron collars, while the hulking, dirty brown cloaked figure travels behind them. Loud footfalls, enough can be heard over the ruckus. The half-orc stops a little bit away, a comfortable distance away from you all, and sets his small eyes on you and says, "The sheep is Master Noakes. He desires to have it back."
Yeah, one moment, mate. I'm having a conversation here. Okay, so go on.
The sheep's kind of
while
like...
Dante's talking with the sheep, I
Yeah.
I move to like stand in between the sheep, Dante, and these people. Lahana's,
Let's,
a paladin. Wouldn't necessarily say biggest person, but it's just like, so can I help you?
Let's go to battle map 1,
Okay.
and we'll get a placement of everything. So the sheep would be there.
As Daryl is seemingly communicating with this sheep that I'm assuming I can't understand.
Who is Daryl?
As Dante is communicating with this sheep, Bardrick just kind of looks over and says, right, I reckon I might be drunk, or Dante is talking to this sheep over here, but I can't hear anything. I think I might need another ale.
As you say that, as you say that, the sheep looks at you and, "You can hear me as well," and you hear the sheep's voice now as well. "I personally modified the scroll so that multiple people could hear."
Right, I'm definitely going to need that ale now.
Interesting.
Very clever sheep.
He like gets down off of you and like backs up, seeing the half-orc staring straight at him.
And since Lehana's gotten up, I join her in doing that because I don't like the look of this bunch.
And don't forget, you can zoom in as well on the map if you need to.
Yeah.
There's
Zoomed in, moved some people around. By people, I mean me. But
I actually don't have the cloaked figure. That's the one token I forgot. But he's standing directly behind the orc, the half orc, just towering over him with just this low-hanging hood over, so you can't see the face at all. But the figure is just hugely broad, almost as big as Gumba. And just kind of standing there. "Right," the half-orc says. "My name's Guz. I want that sheep. It belongs to me, master."
I turn to the sheep. "Do you belong to this person over here?"
"No, he's an imbecile. He works for Noak, who was my apprentice, who has turned on me and has kept me prisoner for multiple, I don't even know now. Must be multiple moons. But I was the wizard of this town, but I lived outside, and I finally found my chance to escape." "Right, stop talking to that sheep."
Whoa. No need to be so very rude, sir. I'm having a conversation with the mate here, and you are just being very rude, interrupting. I think you may have had too much. I think you need to go sleep it off.
Whatever
the sheep
that
has
sheep-
a lot to say. The sheep has a lot to say, and I think it's all valid. And I think that whatever you have to say, we'll talk about it. We'll discuss things. But for now, I agree. Let's go step away. Get your big tall friend. Let's go have a drink.
That's whatever that sheep's telling you. He's a liar.
We'll figure it out.
Can I make
Right.
an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do I
On
believe the sheep?
Ugh.
You really can't lie, can you?
11.
Maybe. I mean, it's a sheep. It
Yeah,
could be
it's-
lying. The sheep could be lying.
But
You don't know the particulars of this sheep. He might-
odds are 50-50. They're both. I don't know.
Yeah. Do I? Let me suss out this half orc. Do I trust this half orc?
I've never had a sheep lie to me before.
See, and I'm pretty. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can talk to animals, right? Yeah, he talks to animals. He talks to the foliage. It's like his thing. So
Right. Listen, I
Um,
don't. Oh, go ahead.
I got a 19 on an insight check on Guz the orc.
You can tell Guz is not lying at all. He believes everything he's saying.
That's almost worse. Okay.
But you get the sense he's not lying.
Yeah. He's not lying, but do I believe the words that he is saying?
Right. Look, I don't want to have to fight you here, but I am going to take that sheep. You understand? Me and my friends. And he jerks his finger back over his shoulder. You see the wolves peering out, and you can see that the eyes look almost more intelligent than an actual wolf. You can see them looking at the window, looking at you guys, looking at weapons, looking around at the other people. You can see that they're calculating. Me and my mates here, we'll take that sheep one way or the other. We prefer it not to be with violence. But if it comes to violence, I like violence.
Oh, now, mate, you're speaking my language, because violence is actually what I get paid to do. Usually, dark at night when people are sleeping, or when they don't see me. But
You like to get paid, do you, mate?
I get paid to do jobs, yeah.
How about you turn that sheep over, and we'll get you paid.
As
Consider-
these two are having this conversation, I'm kind of waving over the bar staff and I'm saying, I reckon you get everybody out of here. I think there's going to be a fight. I don't want any innocents being hurt. Exits to the right, to the left, out of here.
He jerks his finger over towards the door. Oh, I forgot it's not a standard VTT, so I can't ping it. But here on the right-hand wall, there's a door. He kind of motions to his wife, and she carries the child over. And the patrons are already starting to kind of flood out. Some slower than the others. So you can see they're kind of moving off in that direction, heading towards the door. Yeah,
I look
ahead.
at the sheep. Finthier, was it? Was that
Fine, dear.
fine there? All right. No, I can't speak for the rest of my group, but they're offering money now. But I'm not so dull as to think a sheep walking in with a magic scroll in its bleeding mouth is going to, I don't know, tell me a lie. So my first thought is that I doubt you were owned. If you were owned, that's probably tantamount to slavery. And I do a lot of terrible things for money, but I don't deal in slavery. So that's what's happening here.
I'll pay whatever needs paying. So I am a powerful wizard, and I will pay.
I mean, mate, he's a powerful wizard. Powerful wizard needs magic stuff. You're
gonna listen to the sheep.
He came in with a magic scroll.
It's not very often that sheep talk, so I feel like when an animal is not just talking, but like making an active effort to be understood, that means something. Now, granted, I don't know. I don't deal with animals.
No, Lihana, exactly correct.
Well, you're a ranger.
Yes.
Yes. You know what? I don't know your life.
As you guys are kind of sussing this out, you actually hear a blade draw, and he moves forward to attack. He's like,
okay.
He's like,
here we go.
He's using the moment of you guys kind of conversing to attack suddenly without warning, because he looks like he was not getting anywhere with that conversation. So, let's go ahead and roll initiative. Our first initiative.
Right. Oh, not bad.
Wow, that could have been so good. I'm hurt.
Lucky me for being the type of ranger I am. 17.
Ooh.
All right.
18.
8.
I rolled a 12, so I have a +5 to initiative, so lucky me.
All right, so Aaron is first with an 18. And then a 17 for Dante. All right. 15 for Guz. Was anybody on 16? Okay. Who's the next lowest? 15. Anybody 10 and above? No, everybody lower. Okay, that's all right. Everybody. So then the cloaked figure goes on 10. All right. 5 and above.
I'm 8.
All right. What'd you got, Liv?
I got 6, but it sat on 18 and then flipped on me.
Oh, so we'll have Bardrick on 8. And then Lahana on 6.
4.
And Gumba on 4.
Gumba, darling, do you have a negative to your dexterity?
I don't.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that's almost worse.
I mean, it makes sense with him being at the end of the initiative because he's slow.
Yeah,
then-
no, it's very true.
And then the sheep will go on 1.
He's staring at the wolves right now.
But hey, you got 2 martial classes going first, though. So
You'll have to see that.
All right. So let's suss it out. We got Aaron up first. You see this orc suddenly, as they're kind of talking, you were just kind of watching him, and you see him suddenly lurch forward and pull his sword out.
Okay. Well, as he moves, I move faster, and I slip around behind Baldric and come out over here. Are we doing flanking?
Yeah, we'll do flanking. I'll give you advantage on flanking.
I use my action to get him in the back with my spear.
Alrighty.
Alright, this is going to be 17 to hit.
17 will hit. He's wearing leather armor, so you easily stick him in the back with your spear.
Alright. That's going to be 5 piercing damage. And then I'm going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows. So, first unarmed strike. That's not going to hit, that's a 7.
Okay.
second and on. Jeez, that's an 8. I'm going to change my dice. That's my turn.
All right, and then we got Dante next. You turn to look just as you see him starting to come, and he's like, as he gets stuck in the back by the jagged spear from your monk friend.
Well, first thing I do is favorite foe. It's basically my version of favorite enemy. Now I'm going to move over and hit him because that's what I do.
That's fair. That's fair.
Let's see. Let me make sure all of my stuff is correct. That's a nat 19
That'll definitely hit.
for, okay, so 1d8. Plus, where are my dice? I'm looking at a pile of dice like, where are all my dice?
Where'd my dice go?
I'm looking at you. That'll be 9 points of damage for that hit.
Ooh.
Let me make sure I don't get a second attack, just to make sure. Oh yeah, I do get a second attack. I get 3 attacks.
Damn.
Dread Ambusher. The first attack on all my hits. Nat 18.
That'll hit.
Wow.
That's 11 points of damage.
Ooh. Devastating blow.
And then bonus action, with my dagger, because two-handed wielding. 17 to hit.
That'll hit too.
6 points of damage.
Alrighty. Okay.
And
You get in there, you just cleave into him, 2 slices, and then a stab with the dagger.
Mhm.
All right. His turn. He's like, okay, all right, this is gonna be a good one. So you can see he comes in. He's got a huge greatsword. He lifts up. He's looking right at you, Dante. He's like, let's go. And then I'm gonna guess a 8 isn't gonna hit you.
No, sir.
But he's attacking recklessly, so he actually gets advantage on that. 13?
No. Miss.
My dice don't disappoint. All right. All attack rolls on him have advantage until the start of his next turn. All right. But it's the large figure behind him's turn. You see kind of the big shoulders shrug, and standing there is a large brown bear.
A bear?
Standing on his 2 feet, and just shrugs off this brown cloak. His mouth opens and you see all the teeth. And standing right next to poor Aaron, who's like,
Lovely.
all right. Bear's turn. So Bear's going to take 2 attacks, one with its bite and one with its claws. So it's going to try and bite you first.
All right.
That's going to be... So will I suppose a 13 will hit you?
No.
And a claw. Ooh, but a 19 might, plus 6, so
Yes.
25. All right. 2d6. 4, so take 14. As it tries to bite you, you jump back and it slashes across your chest with its claws, raking over your clothes, cutting into you.
Ugh. That hurt.
Kind of like leans back. He's like, "Argh." grin. This bear looks like he's grinning. All right.
Now we've got an asshole.
Bardrick's turn.
So could we figure out what the rolling stats would be for picking up a stool and swinging it?
Absolutely. It'll be with disadvantage, I would say. Unless are you skilled with improvised weapons?
No. So would it be at just a regular roll then against the half-orc? Since
Yeah.
I should be, okay.
Yep, because it'll be a regular roll and it'll be a D6.
Okay, perfect. Does a 19 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So Bardrick picks that up and just bats it at his face for 2 damage. And then looks over at Goomba and gives him a wink for a point of Bardic inspiration. Otherwise known as Bardrick inspiration.
No, it is
Bardrick.
Bardrick inspiration now.
Yes.
That's the thing now. I don't make the rules.
Trademark.
All right, yeah, you smash the stool against his face and kind of like lurches like, All right. Lehana.
I'm trying to decide if I want to cast a spell or if I want to like just get into it, you know? No, I think I'm gonna get into it. Think about whatever. That's fine. We'll save spells for later. So I'm gonna move kind of like closer so I get a clear shot of our dear half-orc Guz, and I'm going to.
You got advantage.
Oh yeah, I'm going to attack with my rapier. Ooh, okay, so that is going to be a 22 to hit.
No, it doesn't hit. I'm just kidding.
I was like, wait.
Yeah, that moment of
can't be
panic,
right.
like,
I was
what?
like, I've been paying attention. It should.
He's a dragon now.
Please.
You hit.
Okay, that's gonna be 6 points of damage.
Slip
Ooh,
in
wait.
there.
Ooh, do I want to?
I don't know. Do you?
Do I?
Yes.
I want to. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna expel one of my spell slots, so it can be a divine smite. Where's my other D8? So that's gonna be 2 D8s of damage. So that is an additional 15 points of radiant damage.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
He's looking hurt. He's definitely bloody now. You guys sticking him on all sides. All right. Gumba.
I'm going to push past the table and get over to Aaron
All right.
and cure wounds. Level 1.
You just easily kind of step between Bardrick and Dante and the table and slip up next to Aaron, who's facing a bear.
I figure I'm a giant, so I can actually just push it easy away now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Just
we'll stick it through.
It moves easily enough.
I rest the hand, sort of a supportive pat on the back.
So right about there-ish.
Yeah.
Don't be angry at the bear.
I'm not. I'm angry at the blood.
Oh, the bear's a dick.
That was a 8 total.
There you go. You get 8 back.
Thank you. That helped.
Just out of curiosity, would you say that the bear has the same intelligence behind their eyes as the wolf?
It does, actually. You see it, like, watching as Gumba comes over and puts the hand on and, like, narrows his eyes. All right.
That's it.
Okay. It's the wolves' turn. So, wolves. Speed of 40. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh. Oops. apples.
You see the wolves kind of slip from the crowd of people and come up right behind the sheep, grabbing at the sheep. Roll an attack.
As soon as you moved over, I was like, these wolves.
All right, so that's
I'll get back in there.
it's definitely going to hit. You can see that there just reaches down, grabs the sheep by the wool, and lifts it up, and makes for the door, but at half speed with half its speed. So 5, we'll say 10. The other one is, so this is the one with the sheep, and we'll say this one's behind like this. All right, this one's gonna slide around and come up here and kind of slip in and bite at Lahana.
Okay. You can try.
That's off the table. I might not. So 13. That seems to be my magic number for trying to hit. So it just bites it. You just see it come out from behind, like between the wall and the orc. This maw come out and snap at your legs. But you manage to jump back just in time.
Yeah.
All right, and Fine Tier, the sheep, kicking legs, trying to make a big stink as it's being hefted away. And that's back up to the top with Aaron.
Right. Oh. I might not be mad at the bear, but I'm also not going to back down from the bear. So, the bear gets the spear. That is a 19 to hit.
That'll definitely hit.
Right.
El Barrow.
And the bear takes max damage, 9 piercing.
Oh.
Now I'm going to remember how to play a monk the right way, and remember that I also get an unarmed strike after that.
That's right. I forgot about that as well.
So I'll lash out with a kick. Nat 20.
Oh, nat 20.
So 25 altogether. Nice. So, it is... That is 11 bludgeoning damage.
All right. You definitely ring that bear's bell. Just kind of like stumbles back.
Alright, and I'm going to spend a key point for patient defense.
Okay.
Just drop into a stance and wait.
Alrighty. That brings us to Dante.
Well, I noticed the wolves making their way.
Give me a perception check. We'll see if you notice in the thick of this combat.
Oh no.
It's either a nat 1 or a nat 20.
Ooh.
Oh.
Surprisingly, you do not.
I was
because-
hoping so hard you'd be like, what's your passive?
Yeah.
But
I
got
always
that-
I always forget about passive.
So
Whether
if you
I'm a player or
were to remember, what would the passive be?
My passive is 15.
but you're
To
not
me,
passive
passive-
right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, passive is like, oh, I'm hanging out here taking this little treat. What's going on?
But you're in actual combat, so
Yeah. Well, does that count as my action? I
No.
want to kill this. Okay. I'll
No,
kill this.
that was just yeah.
I'll just kill this orc and then I'll try again next time.
That's fair.
Go.
Oh my god. You're done.
Honey?
Really?
You're done.
Not
You're
again.
done. You're done.
Double
Yeah.
nat ones.
Double nat ones.
Throw it in
is
jail.
A 1 in 400 phenomena. Bonus action. with my dagger.
So you're about to stab at him. You think you hear something. You go to look as you're stabbing, but then you see his sword coming,
Right.
and you're like, whoa! You look back and just in time, but you miss. But then let's see what you get with your.
Like I thought I heard a sheep. What the fuck? Sorry. That was
No,
a
it's
nat-
okay. I just
No, that was a nat
no.
3.
We've all been there. I've been there.
I have the mouth of a sailor, so that oop was in solidarity.
I started off strong, and it's all downhill from here.
Was it
No.
another nat 1?
No, it was a nat 3.
Oh, okay. I was like 3 nat 1s.
That's a total of 9, so I know it doesn't hit.
So you come around with your dagger to try and make up for everything else that had happened, and he slaps it to the side. Totally ineffective. All right, that brings us to his turn. It's like, right, we got what we came for. Let's get out of here. And he actually will make a full retreat. So he's gonna.
Is that
Do I get
That's so
opportunity
many,
attack?
that's so many attacks of opportunity.
Yep.
He's,
Like we are truly curve stomping this fool.
but he's in disengagement, so he does full disengagement and just bolts.
Theo, what is he?
If
Well,
I
that's
may,
what-
I don't think that's how 5e works. I think if you're
Maybe.
bolting, unless you have a feat of some kind.
Yeah, unless you're a rogue.
Well, disengage is an action if you're not
Right.
attacking.
If you sacrifice your full action
Okay.
and everything to disengage, you can.
Okay.
But what makes rogues specifically gross is that they can disengage
Bonus action.
and then hit you. You know,
That-
or hit
that's
you
what-
and then go, I'm out of here, and then they run away. So yeah, he's done.
I just
on
wanted
his-
to attack. That's really what that came from.
I really wanted
think we
to
all
hit
That's
did.
really where this is coming from.
Yeah.
But he only gets to move his full move action. He doesn't actually get to move anything special. He basically shoves between the bear and the wolf, and he's like, right, let's get out of here.
Okay, so since we hear him yelling, getting out of here, and running away, do we still need to do perception checks to see that the sheep has been abducted?
Well, let's see what the bear and the wolf do. The bear is actually going to do the same thing, especially because it's like rubbing its maw from where Aaron had clocked him real hard, and actually does.
That's right.
Bears go faster? They do. They actually go 40, so he outpaces the... So he's going down the stairs. Okay. It's like, right, don't go that fast. Okay, and that brings us to...
So do
Murder.
I notice the wolves taking off with the sheep?
I'll say give me a perception with advantage, because, you know, they're pulling out.
A 19?
You turn around and see the wolves running out with the sheep.
Okay. Can you describe how the sheep is being dragged by the wolf?
So the sheep isn't very big. It's not a very big sheep, maybe about this big. And the wolf has it pretty much chomped right in the wool on its back, as sort of like, imagine somebody grabbing a handful of clothing and hefting up somebody small like a child, and just, a wolf with its mouth and running out. The wolf's the sheep's legs are kicking in the air as the wolf, clearly strong enough to carry the sheep, is running towards the door.
Okay, so we've got wolf, and then sheep is being in front of the wolf, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast Shatter, but I'm going to do it in such a way that it's only hitting the butt of the front wolf and the full wolf in the back.
Okay. So you're trying to hit, but basically you're angling it so you can hit both wolves, but not the sheep.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And so I need both of those wolves to give me a Constitution save of 14 or higher.
Okay. All right. Green is the one holding the sheep. So the green the wolf with the sheep rolled 14, and the one not carrying the sheep rolled a 19. Nat 19, so 20 total.
Okay, so they're going to take half damage of 12, so 6 damage each.
Okay, so 6 and 6. Ooh, it still hurt. Alright.
And so there should be a huge, loud ringing noise. Pretty painful for everyone's ears, but Bardrick thought that was a good idea, so want to stop those wolf stealing sheep. Nope.
So how do you cast? What's your instrument of choice, Bardrick?
Yeah, so he has a little pan flute that is just kind of in his pocket, and he's not really a bard that likes to perform much anymore, but he does kind of just like tap his fingers kind of rhythmically onto his pan flute as he casts his spell.
Okay. I imagine it's something like sees this, calculates, pops the flute out, flips it around, puts it in, and just does one sharp note, and just blasts out. And you can see hits the wolves in the back, and they're like skidding to the side, their claws trying to dig into the hardwood floor. Everybody around's like, covering their ears. And yeah. That'll bring us to, is that it? Are you going to move?
No, I'm going to stay right where I am.
Okay. That brings us to Gumba.
All right. I'm going to extend a finger out towards... Do I see the wolves running off the sheep? I guess we should start with.
Wait, really quick. I thought I was off there.
Oh, you're absolutely right. It is your turn.
Oh, you are right. I'm sorry. I read my dice were sitting on my notes.
Totally okay. Totally.
Lehana.
I'll take the fall.
No, y'all are perfect. Don't change. Lehana is going to throw one hand out and cast command on the sheep or the wolf that has the sheep.
Okay.
So I'm gonna need a wisdom saving throw.
All right. What's the throwing my dice on the floor. Belongs to the floor people now. All right. What's the DC?
13.
13. And it was a con save or an
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. 10. It fails.
Okay, so Lehana throws an arm out, hand extended, and just yells "Halt!"
Gets to a stop.
Okay, and that's my turn.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now it's Gumba's turn. Oh, you still have a wolf there by you. Don't forget.
I do, but that spell is one action.
That's fine. You can move away.
But then that's an attack of opportunity. It's gonna get me.
I'm just teasing.
Gonna get me.
All right, Gumba. Now it's your turn.
I'm going to use this opportunity to push past the table yet again and attempt to daintily pluck the sheep out of the wolf's mouth.
Okay. Let's make a strength check.
Not animal handling?
Well, you're not handling them. You're just.
I am exactly handling it.
Well, I mean, you're not.
16.
Yeah, it's just you're just going over and taking it from them, right? You're not saying anything or doing anything.
Now, at this point, I'm just reaching, attempting to pluck up.
What'd you get?
16.
Hands all on that animal, though.
It actually got a 20, dirty 20. So you grab at it. It's like pulling tug of war with a dog, and you're pulling on it. The wolf is like claws are buried into the wood, trying to stay in the spot that Lehana had commanded him to, and pulling on it.
From the far, Lahana's trying to command, drop it, drop it.
I'm also, since I can't speak to, I'm also doing the same.
I'll let you. You know what? I'll let you roll an animal handling check as well, because pulling and talking can be one action.
All right.
So go ahead and roll.
17 on that one. Actually, I have advantage.
Ooh.
Yeah. How about a 17?
I got an 11. So you absolutely
217.
it like and then it's like lets it go and you take it. You now have a sheep on your arm.
All right. Got it nice tucked in the crevice.
All right. It's now the wolf's turn. This wolf will actually disengage and run out the door. And this wolf will 10, 15, 20, fly out this door, jumping the long way away from. There we go. Going the long way around, not between you and him, the other wolf. It like looks back. You see the other wolf like. All right, and it's Feinthier's turn. He's like,
What should I do? Thank you for saving me.
to you, Gumba.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be in battlement here. Be safe. Just kind of gives a more gentle squeeze of the arm, kind of holding it closer.
That's all he does. All right, and back up to the top, Aaron.
Well, considering the wolves except one have dispersed, first I look over at Lahana and I ask, how long is that one going to listen to you?
I think I can only tell it to do one thing, so I think it's done.
I think it's till his next turn, if I'm not mistaken.
And takes no actions. Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going to...
No, you have the sheep.
I'm going to move my icon and not the map. I'm going to...
Don't forget, Control Z is your friend.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go over to the wolf. And I'm going to set the tip of my spear against its side. And I'm going to hold my action. If it does anything other than run away, then I will attack. If it attacks me or anyone else, I'll attack.
Alright, you hold your action. Dante.
Well, I thought I was going to have to murder someone. Didn't get a chance to.
I mean, they're still in the front porch.
But then I'd be... yeah. Oh, trust me, he knows exactly where that orc is. He's been marked.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see if I can make it one. I'm not going to waste a spell slot it will take me to get there. I will move also next to the wolf.
Alright. Lowers its ears. Alright.
Oh, don't act like you don't understand what's happening here.
Alright, it's Guz's turn. He's going to continue to run. Bear's going to continue to run. Bardrick.
Bardrick is just, he knows that everyone is going over towards this this right wolf, but he's going to move himself here just so he can keep an eye and make sure that everyone is actually turning tail.
Okay. Yeah, you see Guz and the bear running full sprint down the walk back to the main road, and then just starts heading west of town.
Right, everyone, it seems like they really are leaving.
Is it like a fleeing motion, or is it like a haha we were victorious run?
No, it's a let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Question, do we want to stop one of them? Because I can. Do we want to have one of them in, like, tied up, answering our questions?
Gumba can speak to animals.
Maybe this wolf?
Yeah.
True.
Just gonna put that out there.
I could potentially stop any of them.
I'll leave it to you.
If it makes you happy.
Yes, do whatever's clever, as the children say these days.
Is that what the kids say?
I don't know. I don't hang out with children.
Me neither. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this wolf again because I could get the bear or the orc, but I feel like that'd be a harder roll.
I just moved him. I moved them to there. He's actually he's 60
pretty far.
feet.
It sounded like
Yeah, he's 60 feet. I mean, spell ranges can still reach. It depends on the spell range, but
command has 60 feet, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, he's beyond 60 feet for you, and the bear is even farther than him.
I'm going to cast command on this wolf that is right out through the front door, so I'm going to need another wisdom saving throw of 13.
All right, wisdom. I believe it was just a +1. Nope, 11.
Yes. Okay. Lahana's hand strikes out again, and she yells "grovel." And the wolf falls prone.
The wolf gets down on the ground and puts its paws on its head.
Oh no, I feel bad. Anyway, yeah, and Lahana's gonna turn to Gumba and just there you go. Whenever you're ready.
Nods your direction.
And now it's your turn.
I'm going to gingerly hand over our sheep towards Bardrick.
Well, Bardrick's across the room. Aaron would be right next to you. But she's got a spear.
Aaron's ready for battle, yeah.
And Dante's here. Ready to receive sheep.
Trust Dante.
Hello, small sheep.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'm going to go ahead and sit down cross-legged and reach over to the wolf that's right next to me currently.
Okay.
And attempt to break the collar off its neck.
Okay. All right. Just give me a general strength check.
Ooh. 3.
It's tougher leather than you thought. It's like...
Can I come over with my rapier and try to get it?
Yeah. It will get to go before you get back over there because they go next.
I forgot we were still in initiative. My apologies.
Yeah, at least until So, anything else you want to try and do? You're gonna hold on to the collar?
Hold on to and just speak softly. There's a good boy. Just wait a little bit longer.
That's right. It's their turn. The one out on the porch continues to grovel. This one just takes right the hell off. This one is going to try and pull against your hold on the collar. So let's do a strength check, contested. I got a 9.
Got a 12.
You hold on. He tries to wiggle out of as dogs do, out of the collar, but it unfortunately does not. And he's grappled. All right. And then it's Fine-Tear's turn, and I'll go ahead and call it there. The wolf will submit after that. This one will run unless you go over and try and grab at it. But there'll be strength checks at that point. Otherwise, it'll run on its next turn. But this one's captured. Currently captured. So, all right, we are free of initiatives. And what would you like to do? Are you going to try and go out and grab that other wolf, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm currently pulling a rope out of my backpack and trying to make some nice little knots. So I can slip it over the collar and put this dog on a leash.
Okay. Just going to do a quick strength check just to check if he gets away from you because he's going to pull.
Okay, it's a 17.
Oh, I rolled an at 1, so
Mm.
it weakly tugs at it, and it is not.
Okay, so as I, slip the collar on, I walked over and kind of got some like meats and cheeses from some tables as treats.
Okay.
Right there, that's a good boy. Here you go. And I just kind of put the meats and cheeses on the ground below him as I slip that into the collar. And then after it's done eating, right, boy, let's go. Let's go meet your friend. And kind of walk him over to my other pals.
Okay. You walk him in and bring him over here.
In the meantime, seeing that Gumba was trying to get the collar off this other wolf,
Mhm.
I want to finesse with the tip of my spear and slip the collar apart. I want to cut it.
Okay. You manage to easily, just with a nick of the wrist, and slice the leather through, and it falls free. It kind of like looks at the door.
So, I'm pretty sure you're a smarter wolf than most.
What's that? I'm sorry.
That's it. I'm pretty sure you're a smarter wolf than most. Goomba, please translate for me.
The sheep actually, Feintier actually goes, "He's not a wolf." You guys can all hear this too.
Yes. Yeah, I pretty much figured that, mate.
He's a guard. He used to be. He's the strong man of. He's one of the lackeys of Noak, who was my apprentice.
And he volunteered to be a wolf.
Well, I'm something of a master of transmutation magic. People come from far and wide to see my works of splendor. These town folk will come to me and pay for certain types of magics, but I specialize in transmutation. And when my apprentice got the jump on me, he turned me into the sheep and kept me as a pet. So yeah, it's been a long time. He also has been practicing. He was just an apprentice, so he was not very good. He has Guz do his dirty work for him, along with all of the others that he transmutated into animals.
And I'm assuming once he transforms them, they're under his control.
No, not necessarily. They have free will.
Oh, they're just all assholes then.
The wolf's kind of like,
So,
Very disappointed.
we would go to. I thought, oh, they took these people slavery and turned them into wolves. Turns out you're just dicks.
they do
I
that
give. Oh,
that dog thing where they like.
I give my wolf that I have on a leash a pet, and I say, "Now Fido's the good boy. You're not a dick, are you? Would you like to stay like this? We can give you a good life. You can travel up with us from town to town, and I've got all the meats and cheeses you can eat, bud."
What an approach.
Would that be an animal handling, or since this is actually a person, would that be a persuasion?
Persuasion.
All right, that's even
Snake's
better.
You know,
Snake's
I've
freaking
always
Greg.
said that like being a dog is the best way to go because you walk into a room and everybody is excited to see you every time.
So it's a 16.
A 16, huh?
First of all, his name is Patrick.
Right, Dante, you can name the other one, but this one is Fido. Sorry, mate.
I'm not naming either of these. They have names. I don't care what it is. They're quite lucky. I'm not murdering them.
I would never let him murder you.
Hang on, I'm just looking real quick.
All right, and what about you, little buddy? Do you want to come with us also? As I kind of look towards the one that's around Gumbo.
It kind of like looks away and then looks between you all, wags its tail. It kind of like looks quizzically and like wags its tail.
I throw some meats and cheese to it.
Is
It'll
it
eat
a
it.
gumbo pot?
Okay, so the wolf kind of like looks at you. The one that you got on the leash, it looks at you and kind of looks at the other one. They look at each other, and then he wags his tail too.
Is this going to be a common thing? Are we going to get pets in everything we do?
Oh, of course we are.
Welcome to D&D.
There'll be pets aplenty.
Hashtag can I pet the dog?
Confirmed. You can pet the dog. Fine-Tier says, we must go to my tower and get Snoke out of there, and I have a wand that can change myself and these two back and anybody else who he might have changed, if you'll help me.
Right, in exchange for stuff. Yeah.
Where's your tower?
Yes.
But
To the west.
But also for the good of people and yeah.
Oh, yes, for the good of people, yes.
That was more so towards to the rest of the group. It's like, no, for good stuff, right?
Ardrick looks at Dante and gives him a big.
I mean, he's a victim. He's been changed into something that he is not, and was taken advantage of. So yeah.
I am absolutely a victim of circumstance.
Okay, well, victims don't say that. But
The sheep just kind of like looks around.
Oh, come on, man.
Meh. Meh.
Gumba's currently trying to do a crash course to the wolf next to him on how a wolf should act.
He's listening.
No. Chase sheep, but not magical sheep. And not for other people, but for you. Kind of pointing at his chest.
The wolf kind of like, you see his brows kind of furrow a little, and then he's like, he nods.
mathematic symbols.
The sheep is like, meh, meh. You can see he's going on about something.
Oh, great. The magic's gone.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Gumba, you're on sheep duty now. You're the only one that can understand him.
I think that's all the more reason we ought to get moving to his tower.
I think the last thing he said was to the west, correct?
Yes.
All right. So you guys head out with 2 wolves and a sheep.
Sure.
2 wolves, a sheep, and a casino.
All right. I think that'll be a good spot to take our first break as you guys start walking out of town, heading west with Gumba with a sheep under one arm and a wolf that he's kind of like giving life lessons to, and
Another thing.
Bardrick's got the other one on a leash, calling him Fido, and he doesn't look enthused. He's just holding his head down. And
Fido, I used to be somebody. Literally.
I used to
Bork,
be
bork, 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 bork.
But
I could have been a contender.
and thus is the first half of wild sheep chase. We'll come back with our travel to the house of Feinthir Shinebright, the transmutation wizard sheep, and see if we can get rid of his pesky.
Foolery.
No, I was trying to think pesky apprentice. Master Note.
It's always the apprentice,
Mm.
Mickey.
All right. And hopefully Reed hasn't fallen asleep. And can take us to a break. And we can edit this out because
Yeah.
Welcome back. We're sufficiently hydrated and relieved, I'm going to guess.
Yeah,
We have 2 new dogs.
Good.
We're very relieved.
We have 2 new dogs.
they are wolves. Put some respect on their names.
You're right. We did talk about how we don't like dogs.
You.
And they're not even wolves. They're people wolves.
Yes.
We don't need to get into the juxtapositions of that.
They're this close to just being werewolves. And then that's another slew of problems right there.
True.
Maybe we don't want these dogs.
They are people. So you guys you walked out of town, heading west on the road. It's a beautiful spring day, late spring. It's just getting to be that weather where you're heading towards summer. You can smell the fresh blooms in the air. A nice spring breeze blows, and it's very cooling on the warm sun that's beating down on you through the canopies. That's parted slightly for the road that you're on. And as you're heading down, so Gumbas talk to animals. Is that just a natural ability?
Yes.
Okay. And is that the one where he can talk to them and they understand him, or he hears them back?
I don't understand them.
Okay.
They can understand me.
All right. So the sheep is still just bang, bang, bang. As you're kind of talking to it, you can tell he's still trying to have a conversation. He seems a little perturbed by the fact that you're not hearing him. As you walk down the road,
As we're walking, I bring out the scroll again and just nod for yes, shake for no. Will this work again?
meh.
Well, right. So we don't know what you're saying. You're just kind of making noises now.
Meh.
Yeah. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know where we're at. You know more about magic than I do. I did not pay that much attention when my mother was trying to teach me.
Meh. Mm-hmm.
But she wasn't transmutation. My mother's actually a necromancer. Come from a long line of necromancers, actually.
That's messy.
Meh.
Yeah.
Now, point of clarification, is Gumba translating that for you?
No, Gamba can't understand it.
No, I thought that Gumba was the only one that could talk to
I
the
can
sheep.
talk to the animals, but do we even have that distinction? Can they register human or common?
You saw the sheep nod and
Okay.
shake his head no to Dante's questions.
Mhm.
So
It's a very smart sheep. Man,
Meh.
man, excuse me. Man, you're a mage. You're very smart, I'm sure. Let's walk along.
As we're walking, Lahana is yeah, to everything that the sheep is buying, even though she wholeheartedly doesn't understand, but it's just yeah, no, I honestly think you have a lot of interesting insight on that.
The sheep kind of
Hey.
narrows his eyes at you. Meh.
Yeah? You know, if you ask
nibbles on some
me-
grass.
Right,
And
now,
starts-
everyone is okay with calling this one Fido. I think we've all agreed to that. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And how about the other one? We call it Chomp. I think
Ooh.
these are fantastic names, especially Chomp, just because it's the one that chomped on the sheep. What say you?
I say we learn the real names.
I'm about it. I support this.
We just gotta go through a list of generic names and see if they nod yes or no. Greg, Peter, Jeff.
Sam.
Chomp.
Right, Chomp it is.
They're just kind of walking, and one glances at the other, and then the other glances back, and they just keep walking. Their heads kind of down, like.
Now, listen here, mates. I don't know why you're so sad. I mean, we're going to put you up. We're going to have nice bedrolls for you. You're going to have any meat you want. We could even do some sort of little performance where you go and do cute dog things because people love the dogs. And then we get gold and then you get better meat. I mean, this could be a very good life for you. But, I understand if you don't want to continue living out your life as a wolf. It's up to you, but you have a home here if you'd like it.
Life on the road with us isn't that bad, wouldn't you all agree?
Right?
Well, I don't think we're ones to talk when we're not stuck in different forms.
Exactly. They can't actually talk. You see, the problem is, we'll drink.
Now, if you would rather continue living life as a wolf, just give us a little howl. And if you want us to work towards turning your back into a human form, don't wolf, don't howl. And, we'll try as best as we can to get you back into your human forms. And then he just stares.
As you're staring at them, the one that has its collar off actually gives a little. The other one kind of like looks at him.
So true, bestie. So true.
And you can like see him shake his nod his shoulders kind of. The other one doesn't. Hell, just keeps walking forward.
Okay. Mental note, Fido wants to be a human and Chomp is ready to live the life. Excellent.
See? Choices. We're giving them choices.
He kind of looks up, perks a brow, and just kind of limps a little on his hind leg where you hit him with the shatter.
That's true.
I think about very much healing them, but then I just don't.
Would cure wounds work on wolves?
Yeah.
People,
Yeah,
wolf
absolutely.
people?
On anything.
Okay. Well, I'll just go ahead and heal them up. Just because I feel kind of bad now.
Only the one is injured.
They both took 6 damage.
No, that other one got away.
Oh, okay. So it's healed for 10.
That other one, which puts him right back to he has a little skip in his step and wags his tail and
Immediately takes off.
Because
no, he's on the leash.
Because Fido has confided in us that he doesn't want to stay Fido forever, I'm going to go ahead and remove that. The not only the collar but also the leash, and say, "Hey, mate, I'm really sorry for giving you a name. I respect you as a person, and I wish I could say your name, but for now, you're just going to be, hey, mate, until we know your true name."
The wolf kind of looks up at you as you're coming at him with a knife to cut the collar off, and he and you cut it, and he's like, doesn't run.
Thomas.
Mate, Thomas, I doubt that's his name, but give us a bark if Thomas is your name.
Bran.
No bark.
Art. Connor.
Daryl.
Oliver.
Shakes his head no.
Oh, gods.
As you guys are walking, you come across a tower that's kind of crumbled in on itself, that's slightly off the road. And right outside of the tower, you see a pile of what looks like black goo and bones, kind of all bent in weird forms. right there in front of this crumbled tower.
Now, Fanta, I'm going to go on a guess here and say this is the place.
Meh.
No?
Meh.
Oh, this is just a random terrible place.
Meh. He looks at the black goo and like paws at it with his hoof.
Don't,
Not-
dude. Come on, mate.
He doesn't put his paw in it, but he just paws near it. Meh.
This is going to end badly. I'm just going to call that now.
Does
I
anybody
guess when you bring that kind of energy into it, yeah.
is
it
anybody
would.
good at Arcana?
Nope.
No.
Got a +2.
That's
But-
you, bestie.
Yeah.
I'll give you a roll.
17.
Yeah.
Hey.
So, you kind of like you're telling the sheep to get away from the goo and not really get into it, and you're looking at the goo and the bones and everything in it, and you remember back to a time when you were young and your mother was doing experiments, and at one point you saw one of those experiments go horribly wrong, and it left a pile of like ash and just broken bones and bits. And your mother looked at you and said, this is when magics can go wrong. They sometimes leave behind a residue. Depends on the school of magics. But look here, you can tell the kind of magics that it was used. Necromancy, dust to dust. Lots of things go back to the earth. And she goes through a bunch of them, but she remember one particular comes to mind. Transmutation magic, when it goes wrong, can do horrible, awful things to the body, leaving sometimes black goo and twisted boned remains of what was trying to transmute in from one thing to another.
Don't touch that. That used to be a person. This was a person. Yeah.
You see the sheep.
Yes, this was someone. I'm assuming your inept apprentice screwed the pooch. Sorry. And did this to someone.
Barter kind of gets down and kind of crouches and looks at the goo and says, looks like this person isn't gooing anywhere. And then stands back up.
You lose inspiration.
Dante walks away.
Your inspiration die goes down 1. Woof.
Am I right, fellas? Am I right? Woof.
Do you pull out some shades and throw them on?
Oh.
Ye old shades.
Ye old shades.
Oh no.
That literally left a bad taste in my mouth.
Well, anyway,
Man.
so back to the goo. Like, Lana just like turns away. So,
Yes, this is the result of transmutation magic going terribly awry.
right.
My mother used to do
Transmutation
experiments. Yes, my mother used to do experiments, but she's a necromancer, so usually turned back into dust. I'll spare you the details of what she was experimenting on, but assuming we're on the right path.
Okay.
What was the apprentice's name again?
Meh.
His name was Man. Listen,
It was not knock. Nook. No.
Meh.
Not,
Meh.
it's somewhere in between those two, and I'm forgetting what vowel sound it actually is. It's not knock. It's not nook. It's noke. No.
Meh. Meh. Meh.
Yeah, does this look like he's doing?
What's that?
Does that look like he's doing? Noak's doing?
Meh.
yeah, it's a transmutation magic. It's what our humble friend here told us that was a speciality.
Meh.
So
His speciality, not his.
So Nook's messed everything up, but didn't Guz say that he worked for Nook?
Meh.
So how did your apprentice become a master of so many people all of a sudden?
Meh.
Really, you don't say.
Well, if he's prone to making mistakes like this on the regular, I say all the more reason to get to him and stop him.
Meh.
Now,
Meh. And he starts trotting down the street or the road.
yeah,
You can go.
I follow. Now, call me crazy, but I almost think it might be the bear. Like, part of me wonders if this apprentice messed up their own transmutation. I mean, I could be entirely wrong. This is really just a gut instinct.
It's always a possibility. We'll find out when we get there.
If I could talk to the animals.
What do you want to say to them?
While you two are having this whole conversation, Lahan is talking to the wolves. What do you think? I think I could take a bear.
Right, well, we held our own against the bear earlier. I think we could do it again.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh,
And
you're
then
so
a
right.
bear
Right,
friend.
you are, chomp.
So
Is anyone chasing after that sheep, or are we just letting it
assuming we're all
walk?
focusing that we were.
Lahana's strolling after the sheep.
As you guys
We're
look, the
walking.
sheep kind of like will go ahead, stop, look back, make sure at least Lahana's coming up with the wolves, and then like tapping its hoof, and then continuing on when she catches up.
No, not with that kind of attitude. No.
Meh.
And like motions down towards where the others are going slow.
You have manners.
Meh.
Mm-hmm.
Mate, you're a person first. You've got to be better than this. Sheep second. Just because it's on the outside doesn't mean it isn't what's on the inside that counts.
Two hoof taps for please.
It
Thank you.
Now that's a good mate. Let's go.
As you guys continue on down the road, you start to enter a clearing. Let me scroll back up to my notes. That clearing, rather than stone or grass, you see as you come to a part of the road where it bends and starts to head like southwest, and the sheep kind of like walks to the edge of the bend and like
Meh.
and like tromps down into the ditch and then into the woods. And as you guys continue in, you start seeing a sputtered path start to take shape in the grassy underbrush, and then you see that it's suddenly a well-worn path with many prints of multiple creatures coming and going. And you see the trees are starting to clear, and rather than stone or glass, the house before you seems to have been formed from the living branches of 4 sturdy oak trees. These have been shaped and woven to create 3 thick platforms. The lowest of these platforms is about roughly 40 feet across and sits about 10 feet off the ground. The only obvious route up is a gentle slope formed from roots and branches that connects roughly with the main path. that you're on. The branches curl around its base, creating a high, rough bowl shape around it. From where you stand, you can see flowers and small trees growing around its edge. By far the largest of the three platforms is the middle one, which looks to be about 60 feet across, and it's about 20 feet off the ground, fully enclosed with walls formed with twisting branches that are interwoven together. You can see evenly spaced window-sized gaps as well, and what appears to be a door at the point closest to the garden platform. The final and tallest platform is roughly 30 feet above the ground and is much smaller than the others. It looks to be linked to the central platform by another small slope. Scattered beneath the platform are two small wooden huts and a large outhouse. And if you want, let's go ahead and go to battle map 3 or battle map 4, I'm sorry. And I shall move this to the back. All right. And you guys should see, standing at the base as you guys start coming out of the clearing, you see that there's two large apes kind of standing at the bottom of the platform. And you see Guz up here coming down the platform and on the garden, coming down the bridge between the main building and the garden platform. And you see he's kind of walking back down, the other wolf in front of him kind of coming around. You see the large outhouse is right here in front of you guys. And then you see two small outbuildings and the large tree to the north.
I turn before we go any further. So, would you like me to go ahead and scout? I can probably get to each of one of those places by myself before anything else, or do we just want to bull rush right in?
Scouting might be for the best.
Scouting? I'll put this to a vote.
Right, I think it makes sense to do the scout, mate.
Okay.
Yes.
Meh.
There you go. There it is.
I step a little bit away.
Okay. And I'll say you guys are back. Even though you're here, there's not a whole lot of room on this map. But I'll say you guys are back in the tree line. You haven't quite broached out.
Is there room above me?
Yeah, I mean, it's just trees.
Okay.
Oop.
Sorry, that was me.
I'm assuming if you guys have ever seen the show Lucifer, he steps back and he sprouts out two large bat wings and takes off. He's a feral tiefling specifically, and they have wings.
Oh.
I flavored it that they're hidden until he needs them.
I was going to say, before Dante goes a-flying, can I cast guidance on?
Sure. Oh, yeah. I'd like to do that and and stealthily fly up.
All right. Give me a stealth roll just as you fly up quickly and try and avoid sight.
And what does guidance give me? Is that
it gives you a
D4.
D4? Okay. Nat 20.
Ooh.
He was standing there 1 minute, and then the next he's gone.
For a total of 28.
Yeah, you launch yourself up into the canopy, and you're just gone. Where would you like to go?
I'll go to the second platform and look at one of the window openings.
Okay. Which side? So let's say north, south, east, west, southwest, northeast. All that.
Yeah,
or let's do clock face with the top of the tree being noon. And about what time do you want to fly to and peek in?
I'll go about 4 o'clock.
Okay, so where are you here? So you're gonna fly to about here-ish?
Yes.
Okay. you easily, with your just quick, swift movements, fly up, over, and out. You notice these. Let's see if anybody has pretty good eyesight. Well, it's not bad, but no. No one seems to be looking up. The two gorillas are kind of like just looking back and forth, scanning the tree line. You see Guz coming down, talking to the wolf here. And as you fly down and you peek in, I will give you a sight of. Let's go ahead and move this to the back. Boop. And you peek in here, so let's move that to the back.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Oh, now I gotta send it all the way back. Send to the back. There we go. Boop. You see inside, and you see what looks to be a magical study / laboratory. There's all sorts of bookshelves with just a mess of scrolls and books and parchments all out of place. You see drawings and wall hangings of all sorts of animal anatomy drawn out. You see a wizard looking cloaked robed fellow walking back. He's like, he's got people now. They're gonna come. They're gonna get me out of here. I know it. That shine bright. He's not gonna make me wait forever to do this. I'll do it myself. He's like, he clears the desk in front of him, just slams books and paper and ink and quill all across the floor. That's what you see. How long are you gonna watch for?
I give it a few more seconds after I hear this, and I'll fly to the other side. Check that out too. Wait, time 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, so
Yeah.
about there.
Would that be another stealth check to fly around?
Yeah, give me another stealth check.
That felt. Phew! I'm guided.
That's right.
That's better. 13.
All right, let me just see. Yeah, you fly about. You kind of like, you guys see him now, kind of zip from the branches, and fly around the tree. Go ahead and reveal this.
As we wait on Dante, I'm just thinking, I'm just kind of whispering because I don't want the gorillas to hear us. But all right, mate, is it Chase, Mary, Joseph, Jesus, Taylor? Any of these names? Any of these names sounding like they might be the name that you had before?
Ruff. No.
Oh.
We're gonna figure this out. Don't you worry.
Ruff. All right, you peek in here. You see, it looks like a sitting room, with a fireplace, very cozy. Looks like for entertaining guests, like it was at one point. It is in complete disarray. The chairs are all like ripped up. Looks like by an animal. The fire is cold. There's no the coal is like nobody cleans it out. The desk in front of you right here is like just a mess with more parchments and books piled up and drawings of different animals.
Does this look more like this has been someone's prison rather than someone that's been here working?
It looks like both, almost.
Like
or could be a hermit. Somebody who's confined themselves here because they don't want to go somewhere. That would be another option.
I'll go to 10 o'clock.
Okay.
10 or 11. Just to get that last bit out.
All right. Let me order that to the back. Boop. You see what was once a fine dining room full of accoutrement for, entertaining, but it's a mess. It looks like it also doubles as a kitchen as well, and there is food left out everywhere. Flies buzzing. Yeah.
Mostly look on the lookout for that damn bear. All right. I'll go to the crap. What level was it? The third platform, the smallest one.
Okay. This one down here.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead. Give me another stealth check. Yep. Because you're now in possible viewing range. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Straight to dice jail.
It's probably a 20. I'm thinking 20.
It's a 20. That's a 20 reaction.
Maybe they'll all roll ones too? Yeah, no. One rolled a 5. But everybody else rolled 15, 17, and 18.
Let's go.
All right, so you fly over here, and as you're starting to fly, you kind of like glance over at them and misjudge the distance and slam into the wall. Not like hard, but enough to trees, like some branches crumble down, and you see the gorillas kind of like, and they kind of like come around and they're pointing in anger. You see one of them reach over on the backside of the outhouse that they're next to, and you see leaning against the outhouse are 2 great swords, and one picks up a great sword and like holds it up, and the other comes over, grabs a great sword as well.
And how high am I?
You're about 30 feet up. You see Guz saying, they're here, sir.
I start making bird noises.
What do those sound like?
Nope.
Oh.
Jess, you get your inspiration back.
Hey.
Caw-caw!
Right, everyone, is that the signal? Is that what we've been waiting for?
I think so.
You just hear,
Time.
oh shit.
Ready yourselves, mates.
See. Oi! So, are they here? Yes, sir. I see one of them. I think it was the tiefling. He's like looking, trying to see you. You're trying to like hide, but you can see he's keeping an eye on where you were. Like I don't know how he's flying up there, but he is. And you hear shouting from the tree itself. Yes, hello. The adventurers, I assume that the sheep brought you here. You listened to some sheep spouting crazy nonsense?
Yeah, he was talking some sheep, yeah.
Bravo.
That's my one. That's my one.
Oh, boy. Wow.
That's my one.
You love to see a master at work, you know?
You can hear the voice move from here to here. He's like, oh, you're over there, are ya? All right, listen. And you just give me the sheep, and go away, and we'll forget all this ever happened.
Why do you want the sheep?
Why do you want the sheep? Why are you here? This is my yard, anyways.
From what we've heard, you're a bad apprentice, and you've just been turning people willy-nilly. We come across black goose filled with bones, which I recognize immediately as failed transmutation, by the way. And the only common denominator is you and the sheep.
I also get the feeling that this isn't your yard, seeing as how you're the apprentice, and your master's still alive.
And it looks like absolute shit, man, mate. I've been flying around for a bit now. I just misjudged one, and took a branch to the face, kind of tumbled a bit. But I was literally watching you earlier. I heard you talking.
You don't know. You don't know what I've been through. You can't know.
Well, it looks like you're held prisoner, but I'm holding out judgment because people are still working for you.
Listen. Whatever that sheep told you, it's a lie. He's not good. He made me sit for decades while he tried to teach me in his weird elfish ways that were just taking for god awful ever. I'm ready. He wouldn't give me a chance, but I took my chance, and now it's my time. My time here. His time is over. Just give me the sheep, and everything can be good. And I'll even. What are you getting paid? I don't have any money, but I can do some magics for you.
You automatically lost me with you don't have any money, mate. You don't know how badly you just screwed up with me, but I don't talk for the rest of the group.
Where are you? I can't even see you.
We don't want a magic smite.
Also, it takes a really long time to learn things. I mean, I'm pretty young for an elf, and I don't know really anything. So you're just an impatient brat.
How dare you? Decades.
Easily.
Decades. I waited. I worshipped him. He was my master, my mentor. I wanted this. I did everything he asked. And every time I brought it up, he would just say, "Oh, it's not time yet." He'd give me some pompous, arrogant thing. You don't mean anything to him. You're just a means to an end.
Question. Did you do an experiment recently up the road and turn something into black goo? Where's that bear?
No, I did. Some highwaymen tried to jack me, and I gave them a little bit of taste of the old magics. Yes, the bear. I think he's. And you hear, and out of the outhouse, the bear comes out. He was in the outhouse.
Oh, so a bear does shit in the woods.
Answering the age-old question: does a bear shit in the woods? Yes.
There it is.
But in an outhouse and with reading material. As he comes out, he's like looking around. Listen. Just turn over the sheep. It's nothing to you. What does it matter? I'm not hurting anyone. I made the statue in town. They came to me and I made that. And you do know that in the town there is this witch shrugging statue in town. It looks very nice. I made that for them. That was me. I did that. They come to me now and ask me for things.
I think they just come to whoever's available.
Well, of course, but I'm the one now doing it, and I can do it just fine. Some highwaymen tried to rob me. I turned. One of them didn't make the cut, but
You see where the problem is in that, right? You see where the problem is in that the master probably could have just turned them into a rabbit and then turned it back later. You tried to turn them into dead.
Well, I turned them into wolves. That's the same thing.
Oh, boy. It's... No, because they're dead. Dead
Just
wolves.
the one. The other three work for me.
No.
The
Messiah
other-
and Josiah have
two are
made
like-
it very clear that they have their own voices.
Guys, can I start killing things now?
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of talking.
You see an arm pulling out. He's like, you, earn your keeps. Get them all before they get me.
I'm right by the window. I just go.
I mean, we have the most clear shot. We can just go charging in, I suppose.
Well, let's roll initiative and find out what happens.
Right.
Hey. Ooh.
I go in through the window and just start attacking the apprentice.
Well, the windows aren't like windows like you think. They're like gaps in the tree branches. And they're
nice save.
None of them are big. Okay. Yeah.
Not great, but it ain't a 1.
Right. All right.
There you go.
Well, that makes one of us. Because I got a natty
Well?
one.
Not the natty one.
All right. So anybody above 20? Okay. 20, the apes go.
Hate to say it.
Guz goes on, I think, 17.
Oh boy.
Guz goes on 17. All right. And anybody 15 to 20?
15.
Right. What?
Who is rolling for our wolf friends?
I'm rolling for them.
Perfect.
I actually have not rolled for them yet. They go on 13. So Aaron,
Splendid.
and then anybody above 13?
13.
Okay. So just a quick roll off. Just roll a 20. I rolled a 5.
19.
All right.
Feel that was wasted. Feel I'm gonna really want that later.
All right. So we got Gundren. Or Gamba.
Is that the wolf's name?
No, that's your Furbolg's name.
No, I heard Gudrun. I was just like,
Oh, Gundren. No, I was thinking of Gundren Rockseeker from.
And Delver.
Yep, Fandelver. I don't know why his name popped into my head for that.
I've had so many names tonight. I love it.
Okay, and then the wolves. That's all the wolves. All right, and Feintier goes on 1, and Noak goes on 13. So he will go after the wolves.
And Lahana's gonna go on 10.
I got 11.
All right, so Drake and then Lahana. Is that everybody?
Bardock is also a 1.
Oh, so you and the
but
sheep go.
He's gonna just say after you to the sheep.
The sheep will always go last.
Oh, okay, look at that.
All right, and find here. Okay. All right, apes go first. So, all right. So the apes are gonna kind of like look around to see. They do not. They see. They head towards where Drake is. Not Drake. What is it?
Dante?
Dante. Why did I write Drake?
The rapper?
Okay.
I have
Dante.
been running through the 6 with my woes. Yes.
So they are heading towards you, but they're not gonna make it up there.
30 feet above them.
Well, they're eyeing the tree,
Oh.
but they don't head up yet. They're gonna hold their action.
I knock an arrow.
All right, Guz goes. Guz is gonna go here. Oh, I forgot the bear. Oh, bear goes on 5. So he goes. Lahana was. What was Lahana? 10?
10.
So bear.
This bear obviously isn't Yogi.
So
He is not. Okay, so then Guz goes. He moves to there, holds his action with his greatsword. He stands kind of there, thus like ready for anybody that comes for the ramp. Aaron.
All right. That first platform is 10 feet off the ground, you said?
Yes.
All right. I am going to make sure I'm not zooming in. I'm going to use a dash action to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That's my movement. And then that's not the dash. The dash, I would like to make a running jump to grab up onto the platform.
Okay. So give me an acrobatics.
All right. Ugh, 11.
It's not pretty, but it gets you there. You just grab it, and you're like, "Ugh," and you land up on your feet.
All right, and then I use the remainder of my dash to get to the door.
Okay. You are at the door.
And that'll be it for me.
All right.
Was I seen? I'm assuming I was seen.
Yeah, because he was on high alert, and when you jump up there, you kind of, you know what? Give me just you're not trying to move stealthy or anything, so it's just.
Well, I was trying to be fast.
Okay.
We gotta be quicker than that.
He's got a 15, so he spots you. He's like, hey, no cheating. You're supposed to go up this ramp.
Ah. Says you.
I say, ha, onto you, sir. Okay. Gamba.
All right. I pull the tie from my hair, just gonna run my fingers through it, just sending just a cloud of spores and pollen out.
Time to wash your hair.
I look over to the wolves.
Remember what I taught you. Fight like a pack.
And with that, I'm going to shape and turn myself into a wolf as well. And I'm going to do a charge at the bear.
Remember who you are.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
You see Wolf Gamba charge at the bear. All right. It is now the wolves' turn. And the wolves, these guys, first this guy, we'll do bad guy wolf first. He actually runs over to you and makes a chompy. Just has one bite. 8. I don't suppose a 12 will hit you.
Nope.
He just takes one bite at you. Oh. Misses. The other two will actually run and attack the bear, who looks very surprised. They both get advantage on it.
It's right, Chomp. You do it.
He looks back at you. But I don't think. Oh yeah. The bear has low. Yeah, they both. Wait. Anybody get a nat 20? No. So they both hit. They both bite the bear. 2d6. No, that's the wolf. Or that's the bear. 2d4 for the wolves. So the first bite. 8, 9, 10. Second bite. So 18 on the bear. The bear dies. They both lunge at the bear and just start. It's a wolf frenzy. Yeah, dies.
They listened to my training.
Mm-hmm.
They did. Okay. I was not expecting that. I mean, I'm always expecting things. Very good.
The bear turned back. Does he turn back into a human?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. That was the wolves. Noke's turn. Noke sees that. He's like, "You're not supposed to do that! Stop that!" He actually points over at this gorilla. And you see like his hands like gesture and do all sorts of arcane things, and you see that ape grow. It is now enlarged.
Oh God!
If he climbs the damn tower and swats at me while I'm flying.
I mean, no, that's not the plan at all. Let me just double check something. Spells, wizard spells, enlarge. I just want to see what that gives him. I forgot. Enlarge, reduce. Okay. Basically, he's enlarged. The target size is doubled in all dimensions, and its weight is now multiplied by 8. This growth increases the size by 1 category from medium to large, for example. There isn't enough room. There's plenty of room until the spell ends. The target also has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Target's weapon also grows, so this greatsword actually grows into a huge greatsword. The target's weapon grows to a new size while the weapons are enlarged. It deals an extra 1d4 damage. Okay. And it is a concentration spell, so just for those paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So he does that and then pulls his arm in. Take care of them! And then pulls inside and I have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay. That's his turn. And now it's Dante's turn.
Yeah, I fly in through the platform that I'm already on the level into the room that he's in.
Well, you go up to this door.
Okay.
There's a door there, and it's actually locked.
I will use my action to kick the door down. I'll kick the door. I'll kick the door down.
Aye.
Give me a DC 14 athletics check.
That 20.
Yes.
You smash that door in. He's like,
Knock, knock.
"Get out of here! This is my place. This is my house. Oh, God. Oh.
Now. Time for that's over. And I'm going to...
Make sure you put yourself where you're going to be.
Yeah. Let's see. Yep. And I don't really have anything I can do as a bonus action, so that's my turn.
Okay. He looks very perturbed. All right, and now it's Lahana's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna run forward. Oop, wait, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh,
You wanted
boy.
to move the map around?
No, I was just desperately trying to move my own character, and that's not what happened. Okay, so I'm gonna move over here, and I'm going to channel my divinity and use which one is it specifically? I have two. I'm going to channel my divinity and use Champion Challenge. As a bonus action, each creature of your choice within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. Or it can't willingly move more than 30 feet away from me. So I need the gorillas to each do a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, all right. Saving throws for them. Wisdom, you said?
Yes.
One got 11 and one got 8.
Okay, cool. So they cannot get further than 30 feet away from me, so they are basically stuck near me. And despite my better judgment, me Liv the player, I'm going to attack this enlarged one.
So, for flavor, what's your champion's challenge? What do you call out to...
I think Lahana like unsheathes her rapier and does like some kind of full flourish before like pointing out with it. Lifts her chin up and just is like, no, you wouldn't run away from a good challenge. And
Well,
then
you go ahead.
yeah, and then goes to attack the enlarged gorilla.
You see the gorillas are kind of like looking up where Dante busted in and flew in. They're like trying to figure out how to get up there, and then they hear you say that, and you see both of them kind of like, look at you. Noses flare.
Okay. And I'm
Give me an
going
attack.
to attack. Okay. That's gonna be 15.
15 will hit.
Yes. Sorry, I had to do math really quick. Cool. And that's gonna be a D8. So that's 10 points of damage.
Ooh. You slash into this giant gorilla, and he looks very, very angry. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Well, it would be the bear's turn, but he does not.
Exited stage left.
Yeah, he is gone. So, Bardrick.
Gosh darn it. So Bardrick was trying to sneakily move a little bit closer, and he was going to use Thunder Wave, but in order to not annihilate his good friend Leanna, he's going to tap on his pan flute and cast Shatter again. So I'll need a Constitution 14 from them both.
Constitution. Ooh, yeah, 19 plus 19, 20, so a 21 and a 17.
Okay, so then they'll both take half of 11, so 5.
Ooh.
And let's see, Bardrick's gonna yell out to Aaron, right, Aaron, you got this. Just get that old wolf that's right on your tail. And that's his way of giving some Bardrick inspiration, excuse me.
Yes. Gotta get it right.
You say
The
it correctly.
branding.
All right.
T-shirt.
Yeah, your shatter goes off and just rocks the big one. It's like the other one kind of like leaps out of the way of the shatter and covers its ears, and it's like shakes it off. Okay. And you have a Bardrick inspiration. And
Yes, I do.
Feinthier's turn. He's going to actually follow you, Bardrick. Just kind of stick behind you like...
Stick behind me, mate. Don't want you getting unnecessarily hurt.
Alright, and now it's the ape's turn.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go indeed. Alright, so... just want to check something real quick. Okay, so the giant gorilla is going to slash at you.
Mm-hmm.
Might have hit. Let's see.
Ooh, won't know till you say it.
So, will a 16 hit you?
No.
All right, big giant sword comes down, bam, right in the ground. Ugh. All right, the second ape comes up.
Hopefully you're a better fight.
Another 16. Another great sword slams into the ground next to you. You're just easily delving out of the way.
Guys, I know you can do better than this.
Oh boy, he's talking mad shit down there.
Yeah.
She might be able to do it. My dice
love
cannot
every
back
moment
me
of
up.
this.
All right, that is their turn. Just want to make sure real quick. So they get multi-attack. They get multi-attack. So they do get one more slice.
Yay.
The giant one misses, but the little one gets a 19.
19 will hit.
All right. That is going to be 6 plus 3. I rolled 2 1s.
That's
So-
damn right you did.
Take a total of 5 from a greatsword as it literally just gives you a tickle across the stomach as you're leaping back out of the way. Just misses.
Ooh,
Or just enough to give you a slice.
almost.
Okay, and that's them. Guz's turn. Guz is going to... can't get to 5, 10, 20. Can't get to you because you're standing there, or the wolf is there in his way. He's like, I'll get you! Joe, come back here and fight me! He looks a little perturbed. He's going to hold his action. If anything threatening comes in his area, he's going to slice at it. But it's your turn, Aaron.
All right. Well, did I hear anything happening on the other side of the door? Him moving into the other room or anything?
Give me a perception.
Right. Natural 20.
Yeah, as you come to the door, you hear an opening and closing of a door, and then the wolf bites at you from behind. So,
Well, that takes care of that then. Time to change plans. Then I'm going to disengage from the wolf. I'm going to make a flip down to the ground from the walkway.
okay, give me athletics or acrobatics. Just make sure you don't face plant.
24.
Easily make it look great. Like a multi-spinning somersault down to the ground. Superhero pose.
3-point landing.
Yep.
And then... Yes, I'm going to... See, I did disengage, so I'm going to run up behind the enlarged ape. I'm going to spend a key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Yeah.
Oh no. Not my giant monkey.
Kick his ass.
And... No, I'll save that one. Here we go. That's going to be... First hit is a 15.
15 will hit.
Right. 4. 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
How would you like to vanquish this monkey?
Well, I am just going... I'd like to... Yeah, he's big. Let's say that I used my movement to take a couple running steps up his back and just plant my foot in the back of his head.
So you do like this running wall thing up the back of the giant ape and just kick off his head. Well, not kick it off, but kick off his head. Do a flip down to the ground again, and he just goes...
And I call out to Lahana, look out!
And it comes,
Hey, don't.
and with that warning, you jump to the side, and it just lands on the ground.
Nice.
Thank you. And that's it for me.
That's it. Just jump down.
Mild damage.
Took out a giant gorilla. Okay. Gamba.
I'm going to make my way up the platform. I'm not going to go up to Guz directly. I'm going to do about 5 feet away.
Okay.
Or 10 feet away.
So you get 40 feet of movement as a wolf. So yeah, easily gets to there.
Is that about 40? I don't have my measuring tape out.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Stand there and also ready in action to bite if he moves in.
Okay. He sees you coming. He's like, "Which one are you?"
Just don't respond. Just there, just in the crouch, just staring.
What are you doing? We'll go get them. All right.
No response. It's just the stillness of that.
What the hell's wrong with you? All right. It's the wolf's turn. This one is not liking your smell. He knows that you're not one of the other ones, so he actually runs up and attacks you. And a cat comes out of nowhere.
They're all teaming up. No.
Oh, freaking 2. So I rolled a 2, but with his pluses, it's still not going to matter because I don't think I hit a dex of 3. No, it's 4. So 4, 5, 6. Dex of 6 or AC of 6 will not hit. Okay.
Oh, well.
So that was that one. The other wolves are going to run up. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Moves here. And the other one moves on the other side of you. Pack tactics. Tactics.
Tactics?
Alright. So 16 will hit. And 2d4 plus 2.
We see you, Frank. You're doing great.
5, 6, 7. So 7. And then the other one, 17 is the high, plus 4. Yep. So 3, 4, 5. So
Get a boy, champ. Chomp.
7 and 5.
The full name. Champ Jump.
Champ, chomp.
Yeah. Easily the 2 just jump and just start taking them down and just annihilating them in front of you. And the other wolf almost looks just as surprised as Guz as he's getting chomped and killed. And he's dead. All right.
I was trying to build my pack larger.
We still have the gorilla.
So Noak sees you standing there, and he's like, and he runs past you as he does like the little shuffle, trying to get you to go one way or the other.
Comes past me.
Shall we
Yeah.
dance?
He runs. He's disengaged.
Okay.
So he's just gonna full on run past you, run over this gangplank, and close the door behind him. Bam.
Hands in pockets. Just turns around and follows him to the door.
Okay, it is in fact your turn now.
Yeah.
So.
First of all, I check to see if the door is actually locked or if you just slammed it.
It's locked.
Okay, well, I'm gonna kick it down. At least attempt to. Oh, I cannot see that. It's not painted. 15.
15 will just do it. You kick it, and it busts off its hinges. It has not fully opened, though.
I I open it. I go in.
As you pull it, he's got a thing in the way. Looks like some sort of furniture, just a chair. It doesn't. As you pull it off, hang on. All right.
Hey, I haven't fully decided whether or not I'm going to kill you yet. So, please, enough of this before I fully decide to murder you.
I won't go easy. You're not gonna take me. You're not gonna unseat me and put me back.
I don't know where back is.
All right. You gonna do anything to him?
Listen, are you completely done with talking? I'm trying to give you every benefit, dude.
Are you just gonna give me the sheep and go away?
No, we're still trying to figure out what the hell's happening here.
He just says bah.
Okay, well, I throw a dagger at him. I bonus action throw a dagger at him.
Counterpoint.
Literally a counterpoint.
I see your bah and I raise you a counterpoint. Dagger.
What is it? 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Oh, and it doesn't take an action to do, so I'll greater foe him. I forgot to say that. Favorite
Okay.
foe him.
All right. What's your damage? What's your damage, man?
It's 5 initially. 8 total.
All right. You stick him with the dagger. He's like, ah, okay, all right.
You chose this. That ends my turn.
All right. And then that brings us to Lahana.
Alrighty, very simply, I am going to attack this other gorilla. God, that's gonna be a 9.
It won't hit. Almost. It's not too far off from hitting that gorilla. But he manages to jump back.
I'm not gonna disengage from it, so I guess that's the end of my turn.
All right. Bardrick?
Yeah, so seeing my good friend miss on her attack, I'm going to come forward and just see if I can't give it a good poke with my rapier. So that's a 3.
A 3?
So, yeah.
No. He moves his sword to the side and blocks your rapier. You're having a sword fight with a gorilla.
That's a sentence that was said.
And then Fine Thier actually holds back in these bushes, kind of like, meh, meh. All right, and that brings us back to the top. The ape's turn. There's only one of them left. He's going to take a swing. One on each of you. Roll a 4. And that one belongs to the floor people forever.
The next one shot. Floor people. I'm very interested.
We could totally work that.
The people under the stairs.
Easily.
See, when you say that to me, I think Army of Darkness when he's in the windmill. Okay. 15.
Different direction, but I love it.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So a 20 on Bardrick.
That hits.
And he's got his sword. So, but I rolled a 4, 5, 6, 7. Take 7.
Ugh.
All right. That was the apes. Now it's Guz's turn. Guz is like, he's looking over at what's going on there. He's like, look, you apparently have a new thing going. Oh, I respect that. Oh, fuck. And he runs to the door here. And kicks at it. throws a shoulder into it. 17 blows through this door. So,
Before he does,
okay.
he does take a 1d4 necrotic damage by being that
Oh.
close to me. You can feel that little breathe in and something just kind of catching in the back of his
Oh, your weird spores out of your hair.
Love the spores. Love the spores.
Alright, so -4. Okay. Alright, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he moves there. So that takes him to that. Okay. Alrighty. That was his turn. Aaron.
Alright. I'm going to run up behind this ape. And give him a spear first.
Don't give him the spear.
That's going to be a 7, so no.
No, you
I'm
miss.
going to give... Wait, does flanking give advantage?
I was gonna
Yes.
say.
Alright, let's try that again. 15.
15 will hit.
Alright.
Damn you, advantage.
Well, I rolled a 1 on the damage die, so it's 4 piercing.
Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it.
But now we're going to do an unarmed strike. And that's going to be a 23.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely hit.
So that's going to be 5 bludgeoning.
Okay. Alright.
And I'm actually keen to finish this, so I'm going to...
He's definitely rope-a-dope. Like,
Finish him.
Oh, wait, just a moment. Oh no, I used that as a bonus action. I'm done.
Okay. Alright, so then he's still up. Gamba.
Gonna slowly, casually pace in after Guz. I'm gonna motion for one of the wolves to stay outside, sort of guard point that entrance, and then I'm gonna make my way inside.
The wolf just dripping with blood because he brutalized two other creatures, just nods.
And I will take that for my turn.
Alright. And that brings us to the wolf's turn. The other one comes in with you, just kind of trotting along. The other one kind of stays point, and that's it. Noak's turn. Right, you made me do this to you. Give me a... Give me a... Hang on. It's right here somewhere. Unwilling.
The anticipation of this.
Yeah, warm those dice up.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Nat 19 for a dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. You can see he starts doing... And you shrug it off. You feel a little weird twinge.
So it's gonna be that.
Get out of here. I don't want to have to do anything more to you. Oh, but I will.
You've literally done nothing to me. And I just... Shut up!
That's fair. All right, it's your turn.
Yeah, I hit him.
All right.
I hit him good. I'm unclear if I get the extra 2d8 of damage if I hit here. I didn't even hit that anyway. It's
All right.
total of 8.
It does not. You take another swipe at him. He's like, ugh!
I will bonus action with my other dagger because I carry 2 for one for throwing, 1 for stabbing.
As one does.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ow.
Yep, so if you can see it.
Like for that
Confirm.
20 cam.
Oh yeah, he does take 2d4. Okay. It's 12 points of damage.
Ooh. Alright, you slash him good with your other dagger. Oh!
No. Okay. Come on, man. See reason. Have a conversation. I have not been paid to kill you, so I'm really dragging my feet on this one.
Just go! Just go! Don't be here then if you don't have to be here. He's not gonna pay you. There's nothing here for you.
And if I'm not being paid, I'll honestly just kill both of you.
Alright, so you go.
Yeah, that's my turn. So,
Alright. Lahana.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack this ape again. I'm just trying to take it out. Oh my god, what?
You have
Straight to jail.
advantage too.
I
Why'd
feel
you-
ya. I've been rolling like butt.
Oh my god. Oh, I have 11.
11
Yeah.
will just miss. Like inches from his face as he leans back.
God.
I'm pretty sure I saw a big branch underneath its feet, though. Maybe it tripped. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Listen, I roll bad enough. I don't need tripping help. All right. And it's Bardrick's turn now.
Right, okay. I know I said this last time, but seeing my friend just barely miss just really gives me that inspiration, yes, to roll an 18, baby!
That'll definitely hit.
Yes! Okay. And so... Oh, beautiful.
You also have advantage if you want to try to crit.
Oh, wait. Lahana, you would actually have advantage. I forgot about that, too.
Well, she did.
I got
Oh, you-
one.
I reminded her.
Oh, you still... Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Yes, keep going, Jess. Sorry.
I'm gonna roll it again, but we're probably just gonna take the 18. That's exactly what we're doing.
Never know
but,
when you might get a 20.
But I just stab in right for 10 damage.
Ooh. How would you like to end this
Ugh,
large gorilla?
right between the eyes. Just a nice swift in
So
there.
as he leans back for the whiff of Lahana's blade, he leans forward and you put your blade right there. And then he goes back and falls backwards.
And the Benny Hill music starts.
All right.
And so I'm going to make my way over to get onto the platform.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
You make your way. All right. Feinthir actually just shifts himself in the bushes. The apes are dead. Boop. Guz. 10, 15, 20. As you're like getting annoyed with this wizard and you stab at him, he looks past you. He's like, "Oh, you've come. You've come. Oh, you've always been the best, the most loyal." "Right, I have." Raw! And you get attacked from behind. You knew he was there. You could hear him coming. He was not quiet. So
Yeah, he's
he gets
breathing.
those.
He also catches another 1d4.
Oh yeah. Freaking haired spores. All right, he's at that. Okay, he's gonna take a slice.
And fair is fair. I'm currently being flanked, technically.
You are. Oh, you are. Sadly, I lost my other dice to the floor gods, so I will just roll this one twice. So, 13, 14, 15, 16.
That just hits.
Let's see if I get a nat 20 on the second one. Or on the advantage. I did not. So, that'll hit you. So, he gets to... I finally get to do damage with Guz. Literally just 2d6 plus 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So take 11. As he comes up behind you, right! And you get stabbed with a greatsword. Alright. And now it's Aaron's turn. You see, you can look up and literally see this on a bridge spanning between the two platforms.
So I have line of sight on Guz.
Yeah, I would say you'd have an angle on him. You can't see him a whole lot, but he's got partial cover, I would say.
I'm going to throw a dart at him.
Okay.
Right. It's not going to hit. That's a 9.
Okay.
The platform to the north does that look climbable?
Yes, but it kind of goes in, so you gotta climb. Yeah.
It'd be like climbing an inversion, basically.
Yeah, but
okay.
Somewhat of your skill, you can easily climb that.
I just don't have the room is the thing. I'm just going to start running toward the other platform. Let's see, I took 5, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 right there. That'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. Gamba.
I'm going to follow after Guz. But as I get into close enough contact with him, I'm gonna revert back to my form, revert back to the furball.
Okay. You stand up and your body shifts and morphs back in.
Look at him. You had perfect opportunity to flee, but still you stay. You are surely blind in your rage. And with that, I'm going to cast blindness on him.
Ooh.
That's a Constitution save.
Con save. All right.
14.
Rolled a nat 19 plus 3, so he makes it.
He made it.
He blinks. He's like, he's the only one that ever liked my art.
What? Now you want to give backstory?
All right, that'll be it.
Okay. Wolf's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right, this one's going to run up and bite it. Goes. 10, 11, 12. Does not hit him. I think, right? Yep. No, wait. 14. Yeah, that just hits him. 2d4. Right. Okay, 9 damage. Bites. The wolf comes up and runs up and bites into Guz's behind. Ah! Leaps a little. All right. Noke. Noak actually says, right, that's it. He reaches into his cloak and pulls out a wand. And you can see this wand looks off. It's sparking and it looks adjusted and modified. And he's like, oh, this is it. And he casts something on himself. And you can see his body start to change and morph and alter. And it doesn't seem to go well as he starts screaming, and his body shifts and morphs down into this black puddle of goo.
Idiot.
And he collapses dead.
Please tell me you rolled to see if that would happen.
I did. So the three outcomes were going to happen if he rolled well, or if he rolled, one, he got what he wanted to change into. Two, he was going to turn into a gibbering mouther. Or three, the black goo. And I rolled a 1 because I cannot roll well tonight. Guz says, no. Oh.
I turn around, because it'll be my turn around, right?
Yeah.
I turn around, and who's up here with me?
Gamba.
Pretty close.
Gamba, I would say, at this point, being a druid, you're pretty of high wisdom. You have noticed that Dante is fairly jovial, albeit murderous. The jovialness is gone. And he has a pretty creepy demeanor. His eyes are slitted and not normal. Like he has slitted red eyes.
Oh my. And,
well, that's all the time. But right now, it looks like a predator that needs to take care of a prey right now. So, Guz is going to get stabbed.
You easily dispatch Guz as you jump on him and just start stabbing him, like multiple stabs really fast.
I was going to say it's a bit more professional. But just a quick couple stabs to the heart, just walk by him as he's like, what happened? Oh.
Yeah, it's quick. And he falls over.
And as soon as Dante walks into the room with you again, he's back to being, right, so we go and loot this place and see if there's money and talk to a sheep.
So while the fight is ending, Feintier actually runs up into the study area and he pulls out a scroll and he hands it back to Gamba. And he's like, It's another speak with animal. And
that scroll and
modify. And as you speak the words, he, thanks. Oh, I did not think that was going to go well. But it went much better than I thought. If you grab his wand, it's my wand. He's done things to it, awful things. You can turn me back into a human or to an elf, and I shall be able to carry on with my studies.
He just tried to use that wand and it turned him into goo. You want us to try and do some.
Who's the best with magic here? I would say they should try. I don't want to stay a sheep forever.
All right, it's going to be me then, mate.
It might not be so bad being a sheep forever.
This will be fun. I shout out, "Oi, Baldric!"
Right, mate. What's that?
Do you have dispel magic or anything like that?
Mate, I think so in a past life, but this life, not quite.
Well, looks like it's going to be the one then. And he goes and gets the wand.
You pick this wand up, and you can see that it's all bent and broken, and it's been repaired. It has like plates bolted onto it. It's sparking.
It's Ron
slightly.
Weasley's freaking wand with the tape on it.
It looks, yeah. It looks a little sketch.
This reminds me of a story I read once called A Simple Wish. That was a deep cut, and I'm not surprised no one remembers that Martin Short movie.
He says to me, "Are you ready? If something should happen and I die, please send word to my old college that I have passed on, and give them the story of how I passed on."
All right. Hang on there, Liv. We're almost there.
Okay.
Yeah. Is this an Arcana check?
Give me an Arcana check.
All right.
I am actually aware of what is happening. I have been listening.
No, I saw you doze off earlier.
No, yeah. That coffee didn't hit, but I am very aware of what's happening.
It wasn't a 1. I got a 12.
You got a 12.
Yeah, he's about to be a fucking gibbering mouther.
12's not awful.
Hey. So.
Would I get advantage with him giving me instructions?
Unfortunately not, because it is highly broken. Okay. So 12. Yeah. As you cast, it sparks and explodes slightly. It's still in your hand, but the sheep is melting into this thing and morphing into what looks like it's trying to reach out. And he died.
Oh. Well,
do we have to tell his college this is how he went?
I mean, I'll be honest, I wasn't planning on doing that.
well, friends, he didn't actually tell us what college he came from, so.
True. Well, transmutation, I'm sure we can suss it out.
School, but
Well, I'm sure we can suss it out with his speciality, but he seemed to be really okay with the risks.
A bubble pops up.
Yeah. Like, I told him I should not be doing this. We have a magic person here that apparently is not good with magic.
I'm not sure it would have made a
nothing
difference
wrong
with
with-
how that thing is acting.
Oh, I was talking about Baldric.
Well, yes, but regardless, that thing that you're holding is...
Yeah. Well,
It's still in your hand. It still looks like it has magic.
Which wolf is with us? Is this Champ Champ or is this
oh,
Fido?
God. Oh, shit. Okay.
It's Chomp. It's Chomp.
I leave this to you.
Right, I'll take that. Everyone, I'm going to go have a little heart-to-heart talk with Fido, and hopefully he chooses the right thing within his heart. And hopefully, I mean, I don't want the man to stay as a wolf, but I also want him to stay alive. You know what I mean?
I feel like this would be easier if we just went and found another wizard, right? Like that.
Probably.
Yeah, it'd just be simpler
I'm sure
to do that.
if we went back on the road, we could find another wizard.
Yeah, they could. Yeah.
We have nothing better to do, right?
Right.
Yeah, sure.
So let's call him in then, Hin, and we'll let him know that right now is not the time because of goo, and we'll work to find that wizard for him. Fido, my mate.
He comes in.
Right, mate. Listen. Do you see the goo? So we're going to hold off, if it's okay with you, on getting you back to human form, because if we were to attempt right now, we're not quite knowledgeable enough to use this wand properly, and you might end up as goo too, and we just cherish you too much, mate. We want to see you turned back into human form properly. Is that okay? I promise we'll do our best to find you a wizard ASAP.
He
Right.
nods his head, like looking at the goo and then looking at the sparking wand.
Can I make an investigation check to see if there's any gold in this place? Because I was not paid.
As you guys, you don't even need to. As you look around, you've got the full run of the place. You can see he was broke. There was nothing here of value other than a lot of wizardy accoutrements that could be sold. You figure when all's said and done, you've turned the place upside down, you've found about 1,000 gold pieces worth of expensive lab equipment, arcane paraphernalia, but there's nothing of real value other than to other transmuters.
Oh,
I take none of this. I feel bad about this entire situation.
I take it.
Dante is lawful evil. He's going to take this.
It's not even about alignment. I just feel sorry about this.
Like, oh yeah. The sheep seemed like he was kind of okay. I knows, but he was very okay with the chance of him dying from this. Like, it almost seemed like he kind of wanted it to happen. Like, I'm not trying to put that out there, but I said, hey, no. He's just like, if I die.
It may be a mercy for them both to be gone from the world, to be quite honest.
So, anyway, back to gamble.
Yeah, let's go, mate.
The two wolves start going.
Yeah, so we won 75 gold. I think we could probably double, triple that. All right.
All right, and as you guys head out of the clearing, leaving the now empty transmuter tree tower, you walk off into the woods, heading back to the town to gamble some gold and sell some lab equipment with two wolf highwaymen. And we're going to call it there. The end. We ran a little longer than I had anticipated, but yeah, that did not go how I thought it would. My rolls were awful. There were some things that happened. Yeah,
that bear died so quickly.
That bear.
I was expecting that.
I thought the bear was going to be grinning during the fight earlier.
He got
Also,
taken down
I'm
by a wolf pack.
So sorry, y'all. I guess 2:30 is my time.
No, it's fine. Like I said, we ran way later than we.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember looking down and seeing you pulling this move.
Yep.
I saw that. I was like, oh no.
I pride myself in being able to stay up late and not be that person. And I was like, fuck, I am.
Everybody's got their limit. And
hating.
We found yours. So.
That's what I was just like. I'm just gonna start stabbing stuff. All right. Everyone's gonna die here.
I kept coming back in and being like, this is fine.
All right, so we'll do a quick outro that he can edit in here. So we'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in, everybody that did and sticking around with us. I again am Matt, the DM this evening, and you can find me on Matt Fellman on Twitter and here on the Games Tavern on the Mists.
I'm Jess, Jess the Human, JESTHEHUMAN. That's on Twitch, Instagram, and on Twitter. You can also go to justthehuman.card.co to find my DM's Guild titles that I have written for 5e.
Yes.
I'm Daryl, Mr. MR _ Daryl Dorsey. DARRYL DORSEY on Twitter, Instagram, and Daryl Sucks at Gaming on Twitch. DARRYLSUX at Gaming. If you ever want to just.
That's how you know it's edgy. It sucks with an X.
I mean, I didn't want to be right on the nose.
I am Laura. You can find me on Twitter at Laura Pirard, LauraPirard. And if you want to find me on Instagram, it's the same thing with an underscore between my names. And you'll also find me hanging around on the Games Tavern Discord.
I'm Liv. You can find me on Twitter at livinaday, LIVINADAY. I'm Liv. It's my day. I'm living in it. There you go.
All right, I'm Bran. You can find me at Voice of Bran on Twitter. That is Bran like a muffin or a Stark. And that's the best spot to find me.
So cute.
And our normal DM.
And
Yes.
your normal DM.
So, did you guys have fun?
Had a blast. Thank you
Yeah,
so
had a
much,
good
man.
time.
Absolutely.
Then I will.
wanted to save the damn sheep.
No.
I will leave you all with that then. Thank you.
That's gonna prepare us for the dread that comes with the mists.
Mhm.
And scene.